First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Where are they, team? 42 is the mic, 42. 42 is the mic. That's what I do. Watch twist. Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down, here's Henry. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mike 42 up. Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Stanford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Mariota. He's got a first down past the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check the back, check the back. One. 4-2, Mike, 4-2.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jalen Mills in on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A 2nd down run with Lewis. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Set! Lady! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go. D, let's go. 7. Drill right, 22. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
I got tricked this time.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Joe. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 83 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Kill. Tighten up. Quick the edge. Go. Alert 3. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Mariota buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Big 20. 6-6. Bullet high.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter, Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. Jones has it. That one good for 26 and a first down. Stafford now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, winding that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
44, Mike, 44.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
To throw is Mariota. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All day. Check motion. One. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 42. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 42.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better. One. To the mark. Watch the screen. Delta. Watch the screen.
Here's Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Mariota again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 36, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 45, Titans 14. Matt Prater.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, forfeit. You don't want none.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Slam, slam, slam. Where are they, team? 3.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, it's our house. Switch it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Set, alert, blue 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Everyone got 4.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Carry on Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mariota being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Devon Kennard showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mariota hands to Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Watch one. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike's 42.
Throwing, Mariota. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. It's a foot race. 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in